Hello and welcome to DKSN. I'm Dan Pisani.
And I am Kieran DeFino.
Tonight is our 4th anniversary of DKSN and this show overall, starting in 5th grade with JPI TV. I can't believe it's been 4 years already.
It's been such a great show we've had, and I'm really glad that it's been 4 years, and I'm really glad that we've been continuing it for 4 years. And what better time to have our anniversary than March Madness, the season that we started 4 years ago.
Yeah, and as usual, the March Madness tournament is going to be crazy, and there's just no way to predict exactly what's going to happen. But with my best analysis, my Final Four, I have Florida coming out of the South, North Carolina coming out of the East, Arizona coming out of the West, and Duke coming out of the Midwest.
I also have Florida coming out of the South, and from the East, Virginia, Midwest, Louisville, and West, Wisconsin.
And I think we can both agree our national champions will be the Florida Gators this year. But it will not be an easy road for the Florida Gators, as it is for any team. And there are some great upsets to the tournament this year, though. I think my 2 big upsets will be Creighton over Wisconsin in the Sweet 16 and North Carolina beating Michigan State to get to the Final Four. Do you have any big upsets this year?
I believe that Cincinnati will beat Michigan State in the round of 32, and in the round of 16, North Carolina will beat Villanova to advance to the Elite Eight.
And it'll, as usual, there's no way to predict exactly what's going to happen in the March Madness tournament, but I could see it going your way. I could see it going my way. I could see it going anybody's way with the craziness of the tournament, and that's just the beauty of it all. And after the tournament, of course, we have the big talks from the NBA and the NBA draft. This year, some of the big stars are Andrew Wiggins, Jabari Parker, Joel Embiid. If you were to pick a few players to round out in the top 5 of the NBA draft, who would it be?
Those 3 you just said, Joel Embiid, Andrew Wiggins, and Jabari Parker. I believe those will be the top 3 draft picks this year. Doug McDermott, though, I don't think he'll be in the top 5, maybe not even top 10, but that doesn't mean he won't excel in the NBA. The NCAA's 5th all-time leading scorer. I believe that he will make it to the NBA. Not a high pick, but he will do very good.
I see that too. And sometimes great college players are not great pros. We've seen it millions of times with a lot of great players. But I do see Joel Embiid, Jabari Parker, and Andrew Wiggins rounding out the top 5 somewhere in there, because much like Anthony Davis, they were great college players, and I think they're going to be great contributors for their NBA teams this year. And they're just such big physical guys. I can see them fitting into the NBA style of play. And Doug McDermott, he's, like I said, he's a great college player, and he may be, maybe one of the role players to join a big team, but you'll still see him in the NBA, I think. Speaking of the NBA, we have LeBron James and Kevin Durant battling for the MVP this spring. How do you see this all rounding out between Kevin Durant and LeBron James? Who's going to win the MVP?
I believe that Kevin Durant will win the MVP because of his dominant scoring ability. He is a 6'10" lanky beast on the court. He can hit the shot from anywhere, 3-point, mid-range, down low. He can drive to the basket, score off at anybody. I just don't see that in LeBron James.
Although I think LeBron James is the best player in the world, I think Kevin Durant is the MVP because he was the most valuable player this season. He has been spectacular with the absence of Russell Westbrook this season, and he's done great things for the Thunder, while LeBron, although he's been continuing his great streak of success and just greatness and dominance in the NBA, I think Kevin Durant beats him in the MVP. That does not mean, though, that I think LeBron James is a bad player. Absolutely not. In other big sports news, we have the MLB. This year, the Yankees. How do you see them rounding out with their big signings? We have Tanaka, McCann, and Ellsbury. What do you think?
I think they're a very skilled team, but I'm not sure how they're going to play this year. I'm not sure how good they'll be in the regular season, maybe even postseason if they even make it. But I believe that they will be a very skilled team, even with the loss of Robinson Cano. But the way players have to get together, they have to bond with each other, they have to play well with each other, and it might be difficult for new players to come in so close to the season.
Exactly, and I think the Yankees could be a dominant force in the AL East this season, as they usually are. They have the signing of Jacoby Ellsbury and Brian McCann, who were great stars in the MLB before they were with the Yankees, and just great pickups. And Tanaka, we don't know how he's going to fare out, but we're predicting he's going to be pretty good. He's been dominant inside the Japan leagues, and it could be a great season for the Yankees if everything turns out the way they want it to. And how dare I not mention the retiring of Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter, he's a great player. He's a great person. He deserves to retire this year. He left on a tough note, though. He will leave on a tough note last season, being injured most of the season. But with the retiring of Mariano Rivera last season, I think it's his time too.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Derek Jeter, like I will feel with Kobe Bryant when he retires. I'm sad to see him go, although I am very happy to see him go. As a Red Sox fan, I have never been looking forward to Derek Jeter stepping up to the plate, and I will not be looking forward to his retirement ceremony either, because Derek Jeter, he's been a great guy off the field, he's been a great competitor on the field, he's been a great NBA player overall, the face of the NBA the MLB for a little while, and I hope him the best, as I do Kobe Bryant when he retires, but that's not for a little while.
Let's hope.
That's hope, absolutely.
So I guess that wraps up our show today. Thank you for watching our 4th anniversary special. I'm Kieran DeFino.
And I'm Dan Pisani. And remember, no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. Go Syracuse.